I'm pre-recording a video today just because I'm out of town. I'm actually visiting in Clearwater. My kids are here, so I've been really busy. So I should probably stop saying that I'm going to do a video every day because it has not been possible. So how about I just say I'm going to do one every few days whenever it is possible, and I will try my best to stick to that. Also, since I'm not home, I don't have like my clay, I don't have all my baking stuff, so it's just like a little bit more difficult to do a video here than when I'm at home. But still, I'm excited to do some when I can sneak off for a moment. All right, well, today's question comes from rnash999, and the question is, I understand, sorry, I'm kind of holding this, so it's a little bit wobbly. Okay, it says, I understand that Scientologists are convinced they are saving the world, but what are the tangible results that keep them convinced of this? It can't just be lists of stats and such, can it? How do the non-staff reconcile what they see with what they're being told? I think this is a really good question. And of course, I was in Scientology like 20 years ago, so I imagine the answer is maybe a bit different now than it was then. Oh, cute little puppy. So every week when I was here in Florida, when I was a kid, there would be a graduation, and it would just be Scientologists sharing what they have gained from their auditing, everything that they've gotten out of it. And it's sort of a requirement for Scientologists at the end of every single auditing action and every single course that they do, is that they have to write a success story. And if you don't write the success story, you can't finish the course. It's seen as a bad indicator if you aren't able to write a success story. So it's almost like you see so many people's success stories, people go up on stage and rave about it at graduation, and you yourself are writing success stories, but in the end you actually have to write these things in order to get out of doing that thing more. You'll just be put back onto that same course, or you'll be under review or something like that if you don't do that. So seeing those things all the time is something that makes you think that everyone is having such a great time. Also, we had several international Scientology events a year, like at least 5 that all Scientologists would attend, get dressed up for. And I would hear stories about genetics curing people's blindness, and just different people being helped across the world that I was sort of never able to verify. And I didn't have internet access at the time. I also didn't really have any reason not to believe these things. I think, especially as a young child who was growing up in Scientology, this was something that was like my parents believed in, everyone in my family believed in, all of my friends believed in. So I wasn't like, oh, maybe they're all kind of making this up, or it's being fudged, or anything like that. I think that when I got older and became a little bit more able to think for myself, it was very hard for me to see, okay, we're supposed to be making the world a better place, we're supposed to be helping people, making them more capable, but everyone who I care about is being treated like crap, is not allowed to have time off, is not allowed to see their family, and isn't even allowed to go to sleep regular hours, is being talked down to every day. So I think that that's something that later I was able to see the disparity in, but just not as a little kid. It just wasn't possible for me. Also, we're kept so busy all the time, just for me, trying to stay out of trouble, trying to do my courses, trying to do my auditing, worrying about whatever drama I was involved in, that it's almost like I didn't even have time or the wherewithal to question things. There wasn't the internet. If I did question them, I would be in trouble. Was that really something I wanted to take on for myself? I guess in the end, it was just easier for me to believe that I was in the most important organization in the world, and that I was part of something special, and that I was going to help people. That's all I cared about. But yeah, I don't actually fully understand how people who did not grow up in Scientology, who are adults and who maybe have access to the outside world, I actually do not fully understand how they cannot see the disparity in this. I mean, I think that, you know, many people who are on staff, they're friends with other Scientologists, their livelihood, you know, maybe if they have because on staff most of the time you have to have a second job because you don't get paid anything on staff. So, you know, maybe the other company they're working for is Scientologists, so they, you know, their livelihood is threatened if they say anything or ask questions. But I still honestly have a hard time, like, understanding how people like celebrities, how they can not know that many of these things that Scientology claims are lies. I truly don't understand it, and honestly don't believe it. I just think that they're getting something from it, and so I don't know. It's hard for me to think that they're not just okay with what's going on because of what they get out of it and don't really want to think about it. I hope that answers your question. If you guys could please leave more questions down in the comments, that would be so wonderful. I will try to get to a few more questions in the next couple of days. All right, I hope you guys have a beautiful evening, and until next time, bye.